Africa makes a semi-final always does.
He was the first nigga.
Said man, away from the game. There's a
I'm a real hater like that.
I'm never gonna ride Messi, but like guys, the man can only do so much.
Yo, my brothers, my sisters, and my ballers, welcome back to another match day of What's Football Without Fans with your favorite social football analyst, Tepiso Piti, aka Tebzoro. To the ballers passing by, I hope you like what you see, because I surely like what I do, and make sure to join the returning ballers who continue to show me gang love and appreciation by liking, commenting, as well as to subscribe. Another installment of Hot Takes, my ballers. Returning guests are with me. On the couch, I've got Tab Soul, back on What's Football Without Fans. Arsenal doing well. It looks like you might need a new home, eh?
No,
Kinda, what is your
I'm
take on
staying.
DND?
I'm staying.
If they win the, if they don't win the league,
I'm staying.
New
as
home.
long as you don't change the words. He said, if Arsenal don't win the league, remove me from DND.
I'm leaving the
Oh,
podcast.
yes. You're on D&D. Yes,
And
yes,
I'm
yes.
staying.
Oh, got you.
Like I told you guys I would.
Yeah. And then Monty's back. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, feeling good, man. Always nice to be in front of the camera. Thanks for the invitation.
All right. With that being said, my ballers, let me step in with my first hot take. Painful, and it hurts me. Because a footballer, player, the way we switch around that term, player, footballer, player. Simple terms, ne? Best Samuel Eto'o is a Robin.
Sorry?
The best Samuel Eto'o we ever got is a Robin. So, you know, in football, we always have that chat of Di Maria is the best Robin. Messi was the Batman. Mane, best Robin. Salah was a Batman. Those chats. Samuel Eto'o, brutally honest, with his success with Cameroon, as well as how many goals he scored as the leading striker, when we think about it with his most successful times in club football, the man was a Robin. And you know what, ne? He was a monster at being a Robin. Supported Ronaldinho, with Ronaldinho assisting him, as well as being the king at Barcelona. And when he moved to Inter Milan, in the same season in which Schneider moved and Milito both moved, with us not forgetting the treble that he won in his last season at Barcelona with Messi taking over as the main man in that season. And then at Inter Milan, Sneijder was the main man alongside Diego Milito with them feeding balls. With Samuel Eto'o even going on to say, when Benitez joined, I was not going to play on the right again and work. I was going to be the striker, with him having an outstanding 2010-2011 season. But when we think about it all, my hot take is Samuel Eto'o at his best to provide the best outcome for his team was with him being a Robin.
Okay, so now we're done. Let's move to other hot takes. What's wrong with that take?
Yeah.
He just said facts.
Here's what I want to say. I want to
The
say,
disrespectful part is labeling him as a Robin.
you know, a lot of the time, ne? Without saying that, you know what players wish they could be in their careers. Ne? You know that deep down in Ronaldo's heart, he feels like he's the best. We can sit and have a debate.
Yeah.
That's what he feels like. If we were to ask Samuel Eto'o himself,
Yes.
whether or not he was ever the main man, does he ever think he was?
He once said that the only striker he felt was better than him was Ronaldo. Only.
Okay, that's ridiculous. I think
you have to say that. It's like a boxer.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
That's boxing
ridiculous.
speak. That's boxing speak.
I don't know if Samuel Eto'o himself ever thought otherwise. Did he ever think he was better than Ronaldinho? Did he ever think he was the main man at Inter Milan? Did he ever want to? I don't know about want to, but feel like, you know,
At
he's
Inter
respons-
Milan, though, but think about
Maybe
it.
at
Think
Inter,
about
yeah,
Inter Milan.
Inter's a
with
close one,
Diego
maybe,
Milito,
yeah.
who's been signed from, I think, Genoa, and then Sneijder also leaving Spain from Real Madrid. You coming off of that treble, you should feel like you are that guy.
Yeah, but then-
swapping with Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, but then like, what did he have to point to? So did he say I scored all the goals? No, well, no, he didn't.
Well, he had 2 Champions League final goals. He has an outstanding Barcelona career, which
100%,
cannot be overlooked.
100%. But again, like Mawande asks, did he ever feel like he was the main man at Barca? He would be delusional to think that.
Okay, you are right in saying
So
that
to
when
call it-
Ronaldinho has left, what is stopping Eto'o from feeling and thinking he is the main man at Barcelona?
Guy, what's that young guy? What was his
Nothing. But whether or not
he
he
wore
actually
number 30,
doesn't.
then he became the best. What was that guy's name?
Lionel
Messi.
Now you feel like Eto'o thought that.
I don't
At
think he
that
thought
time.
he was better than Messi. And if he did, then Eto'o got a problem.
Brother, I'm trying. Thierry Henry even joined to play with him, and he's like, the only strike I've ever felt, you say it's boxer chat, better than me was Ronaldo. Anyone else in my time, Van Nistelrooy, Zlatan,
Okay.
TT,
I'll
All
take
of
it a
them.
step further. Boxer chat or not, the proof's in the pudding.
Like there's
Are
nothing
you,
to point
yeah,
to.
are you ever the Batman? Like you can say whatever you want in interviews, right? Like
Sure.
the proof's in the pudding on Saturday when we watch you.
With 30
But
goal season
what I
as
would
well.
like to
No
maybe,
one thinks he's a Batman.
Yeah, does he? No one.
No
I don't
one
think
thinks
we've
he's a
ever
Batman.
Thought
Eto'o.
like this.
Yeah, but he can think that. That's him. That's his job to think that. I'm glad he
Sure.
does. But no one else
Great
does.
for him. Like yo, dude. Like, shut up.
Where
you know
would you
what I
rank
want
him
to
in
say?
Robin chats then? Robin Crates.
Wherever you want to put him.
That can
you
be a
decide,
conversation,
you
maybe.
decide.
It could be a
I'm
top
gonna-
10
I'm putting
Robin,
it to you then.
I'm
Di Maria.
struggling not with the context. I don't think it's a hot take.
I'm hearing that.
I don't
Now
think it's our take.
I'm giving
I don't
context
think- I don't
behind
think we
it
could-
Here's what I say. I can make this
I hear
interesting.
it.
I can make this interesting.
from your point of view.
Maybe does this come back to Africans not knowing their worth, perhaps, and not being able to take over or not being allowed to take over? So even if
In the
Samuel
world
Eto'o
context.
thought he's the Batman, is he in an environment that allows him to feel and behave that way? Who were his managers when he was supposed to be the Batman?
Okay, Mourinho at Inter is the
And-
most simple one.
Yeah.
And then if you look at it from paper, yes, Pep Guardiola removed Deco, removed Ronaldinho, wanted to remove Eto'o as well. He couldn't. If you look at it in that
He
season,
was never going to
with
be
the
Batman there.
struggles,
They didn't want
he
him there.
on
even.
paper,
So he
only
even
because the
the
coach didn't
environment
want
didn't
him in
even
the
allow for
context.
him. Yeah.
But he was still the starting man, 30 league goals. 30 goals across all competitions that season in bringing stats to be the main guy. But like was said, there was a 30 who went to 10 being Lionel Messi. For me, I feel like it's disrespectful to label Samuel Eto'o as a Robin. But when you look at his greatest success in his career, it was from that position.
You know, I say hesitantly, I think it's a compliment that he's even a Robin. Samuel Eto'o's not that guy. We don't have those conversations about him. He's not that guy. He's not the Batman of any team he's played on. What do
Okay.
you want me to say about him?
Okay.
Not of any
as
team.
in
Of
when you say
national
any
team.
conversations.
Okay, I mean, I
And
guess,
he played in
I
the-
guess it's
Okay,
Cameroon.
No,
yeah.
I think
African.
no, you've gone left here. That's
Okay.
a hot take.
All right.
You've gone left. To say he's not the guy is
You've
false, right?
off-ramped.
Okay.
He's one of the
You've
greatest
off-ramped.
African footballers of all time.
Yeah.
He is one of the greatest strikers of all time, regardless of whether the numbers speak for themselves or not. He is one of
Leave
the
him,
best.
Pause,
being,
pause,
leave,
pause,
leave,
pause.
leave him having a top 3 Ballon d'Or. Leave him not having a Ballon d'Or
And
being
then
the
he's
closest.
always,
to-
he will
One of
always
the
have he will
best-
always
one of
have the
be-
double
I
treble.
mean, that's very vague. One of the best strikers of all time. Like, how far down the list do we go? Just
No, but if you're on the list, you know the bottom
So
of
the list could be 20. Even if I'm 19th,
If you're at the
I'm
bottom of the
still
list, you're still on
even
the
I'm
list.
48.
You can't take that away from him.
so I'm 92nd.
You can't take that away
Okay,
from him.
cool.
There's
So
You can't
strikers,
do
there's
that.
strikers who
You
get
can't
more
do that.
volume than him
So I
that
could
I
be
feel.
38th on the list and I'm one of the best strikers.
Out of how many?
Okay,
2,000. Yeah, that's pretty high up.
Oh, that's so
That's
nice.
pretty high up.
Cool, so 78th even.
He's not 78, and you know
I'm
it.
saying that
You
in
can't
the-
name 78 better strikers in your lifetime than him.
but
But
come
I
on,
I
feel
don't
like
think you
there's
can name
strikers that
50.
get
I don't
more
think you
volume.
can name 40. Can you name 30? Maybe.
If you give me time to
No,
think.
not even.
No, you need.
I
don't
feel
think
like
you
you
need
I
to
can
give
name.
me
I
time.
can.
boy.
You
I
need to
feel
give me
like
time to
you
think. You
can't,
need to give me
boy,
time
like-
to think.
Pella, there's names who I feel like get more volume than him that are
20.
not. I
I'm
feel
staying-
like
I'm
Eto'o
sticking
is
at 20.
greater
Okay,
than
so let me
Aguero.
ask you this question. Ne?
Sure.
What do you want us to say about Samuel Eto'o? I want to try my best and say. I'll tell you. I'll tell you if I can say it or not. I'll tell you
I
if I
wanted
can
you
say.
to understand.
Yeah.
ne? With you asking, what do you want us to
Yeah,
what
what
to say? Ne?
should you say?
It's not to say you should not say, yes, we agree with that. Therefore, it is not a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a point of how is he not spoken in those conversations where,
But we
in
know
actual
how.
fact, he belongs there as a Robin.
Ooh. Okay. I'm trying to contextualize Eto'o now. Does anyone think that? I need to. Yeah, I'm on camera now, so I need to be very careful with my words. I'm trying to place him in terms of strikers who we know were fantastic strikers as individual players, but there's obviously a caliber of player above them. where
Like
you
I'm
now-
saying, like in terms of volume, sorry to
So the
interrupt you.
Batmans, right?
Aguero has always gotten a lot of volume. I don't feel Aguero is greater than Eto'o. Aguero versus Eto'o.
Yeah.
But sorry, continue with
I
the
think
point.
no, but Aguero was phenomenal. For example, so I think that I don't think
You can't substitute
Eto'o not
Aguero.
phenomenal?
Can you pick
No, he was
Aguero
great.
up? Can you remove Aguero, put Eto'o, City still the same?
which Eto'o, the best Eto'o.
Well, okay, which Aguero are we comparing him to?
That's what I'm saying. The best. I'm just
I
saying
would
the
say-
best Aguero, the best
Peak
Eto'o.
Eto'o versus peak Aguero.
Yeah.
Aguero sits
peak,
down.
Peak Eto'o chats to a lot of people.
Yo,
a lot of
lot.
people.
Guys,
But
can I ask you a
lot.
question? This is
But
for the whole,
A lot. Ah,
this is for the whole
wait,
studio,
A
no?
lot. A lot.
the whole studio.
A lot.
Pick Eto'o is what he is, just high level.
Boy, 2005 Eto'o, or you can even see 2004 all the way to 2011.
Whoa, not all those years.
Boy,
He was
go check his stats under Rafa Benitez in that season after the Champions League, before he went to Russia. Yeah, but that man is a monster that gets overlooked.
So I'm just saying to you that I think I'm split here. Eto'o was great, not great enough to claim to be a Batman. That's where I am.
Okay.
So I'm not
I'm
mad at
hearing your
take.
chat. I'm hearing
I'm
it there.
now dealing with him because you seem to underrate Eto'o, and I think that's our bigger issue right now on the show.
No.
I do think you underrate him because he does have. I don't know Eto'o's body of work, so I can't.
Yeah,
scream.
that's the other problem I think we have here.
That speaks to what you said. We don't. You have to find out. You have to be told about
find
Eto'o's
out,
body of
yeah,
work,
yeah.
and maybe that counts against him. There's a lot of people who I never watched, and I know what they did and what they accomplished in their best season win. Eto'o, I had to be told, and whether it's because he went to Russia, he was a bit left field. He was always on the outskirts of what was pushed to us. Okay, cool. It's a narrative chat. That I
This
can
is
hold.
gonna come so nicely into my hot take. Oh
But
boy.
so I'm now.
What
I'm
you
now.
just said
I'm now
now, yeah, about having to be told
in
stuff.
between. Yes, I'm in between. Like I know enough about Eto'o to know that he's wrong, but I know enough about Eto'o to also know that he's not more than what you're saying he is.
Okay.
So I think we're fine. We're back to where we started.
Just closing on Eto'o, we must never forget he was quite instrumental in winning us the league. Mourinho's first season back, 14-15.
He left that season.
He really? No. We won the league. Chelsea won
but
the league.
Diego Costa came in and Loic Remy. Eto'o
Yeah.
and Torres left.
Yeah, no?
Eto'o's not a Premier League winner.
Eto'o's never won a Premier League.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
damn, no, sorry.
Yeah,
And he scored
Eto'o-
against
yeah,
us in that season.
Yeah, I'm
ironically.
just thinking Eto'o's not a Premier League winner.
I tried my best for Eto'o. Okay,
No, he's not.
I'm sorry.
He
Okay,
was quite
no.
instrumental. No, he was not. He was not.
I remember him
Africa,
scoring
but
a hat-trick
okay.
against you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their
what did I
season
get?
before.
Yeah, thank you.
But got you nothing either.
Exactly.
Okay, fair.
Guys, we have closed off on Eto'o. An African great, an African giant, one Cameroon, 2 AFCONs. He did the lot. But eventually he's just a Robin, I guess.
Which is fine.
Which
I
is
don't
where
think
he belongs.
I don't think anyone's mad at that.
I think he's happy.
The only
himself.
person
definitely
mad at
not
that.
happy.
The only person mad at that is Eto'o.
Is him,
And if
yeah.
Eto'o's mad, I can live with that. I
I feel like one is still sour with Cameroon knocking us out in the last AFCON. But okay, we'll pass that. Savani, take us through.
I'll keep my thing brief. Guys, it's a World Cup year, and I think it's very important for me to say
Oh,
this message
snap.
now.
Ish, I felt someone's going to come with that.
We just need to, admit that social media, the last 5-10 years of football, we've been consumed by the narrative.
Okay.
So I want us to be very careful going into the World Cup. The World Cup, in its expanded form, is still just an 8-game tournament. It's the same game.
Well,
the
now
same-
it's an 8-game tournament.
yeah,
Before it
it's
was
eight,
7.
It's 8 to win. Yeah, it used to be 7 to win, 8 to win. You win 8 matches, you win 7 out of 8, you will win the World Cup, right? Let us not get fooled like we did in 2022 by then now doing all we can to use the World Cup to change people's fortunes and legacies forever. The things I was told about Alexis McAllister after the last World Cup. The things I was told about
Enzo Fernandez.
Enzo Fernandez after the last World Cup. So let's just be careful, guys. We know winning the World Cup in terms of prestige,
Mario Götze.
there's nothing you can do more in football, because if you do that and nothing else, your name will be in the history books forever. We know that. To tell me now, for 3 years after that, he's a World Cup winner in front of every sentence, I'm not buying that. And I'm not accepting it after this World Cup, right? Winning the World Cup is special, but not special enough to change everything about your footballing career. Yeah. And I think we fall into the trap of we've given people narratives based off of what they've done at the World Cup, good or bad, because then it's no longer how you played at the World Cup. It's no longer how you played in between the World Cup. It's now you got it, you played well over. Anyone can hit form at any given stage. Great for you.
And like you said,
play an
social
instrumental
media
role,
last 10 years.
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. If you play that role at the World Cup, I've just seen it happen too much where now the World Cup is that, I understand it's the defining moment of your career as a player. I get that, and I want that for you. But don't now tell me that Alexis McAllister is one of the best we've seen in the last 4 years because of his World Cup. Because that's what I've been told.
Sure.
I've been told about Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea spent all that money on him because, hey, World Cup pedigree. I was told that. And I know the goal he scored against, was it Mexico? We watched the game, guys. But it's still football. It's still the same. And it's only 8 games.
Yeah.
So you can play 8 games against, a lot of the times the teams that win the World Cup are playing against
Far
teams that
superior.
are much worse.
Yeah.
The level in the gap in the level at the World Cup can be quite substantial at times, and only when you get to the knockouts the gap closes. And I'm not taking that away from anyone. I don't want it to be seen as diminishing the World Cup. I'm just saying be careful about the narratives that we push just because someone has won a World Cup. Emi Martinez, sorry, that's another one I was told, because he's been winning best goalkeeper awards for how long?
And I feel like people, even previous the 2018 World Cup, to a certain extent, which was unfortunate for him because I did feel club career did back it up, but it took him into another stratosphere, which unfortunately he wasn't able to stand up to, personally, Rafael Varane. To a certain extent. As so I'm seeing your point as
you're
to...
saying it adds on, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it adds on.
When you all of a sudden have
understand. Benjamin Pavard,
you have
like, hey, there's a right back
greatest
in a
centre-back test.
conversation.
You're throwing in someone because they won the World Cup. But we know there's guys who will never get close to winning a World Cup.
But
Put
they
them there,
don't.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
I think so. Two things, nah. We still do in football need to have what the peak is, and it needs to remain the peak. We have to somehow isolate. In our case, it's the World Cup to everything else achievable in football. We have to. We can't not. It assists us in these conversations we have.
does it assist us, or does it just structure the conversation that's actually fundamentally wrong?
Okay. So what do you want to happen to the World Cup, Tabani? Maybe I missed you.
We should, if someone's career is not going to be defined by winning the Euros, because
Yeah.
they play for a country that's strong in Europe,
Yeah.
and they win the Euros.
Yeah.
So we look at Spain; they won the last Euros. You don't say Euro winner Rodri in front of everyone, because we know about Rodri's quality.
Got you.
And I don't think playing at the World Cup, where you now got African teams, South American teams, Oceanic, Asian teams, makes the World Cup a stronger tournament than the
Okay,
Euros.
okay,
So it's
okay.
still just football. If we can understand footballing levels, there's no reason. We hold the World Cup to highest prestige because, yes, it's an opportunity.
It's the
for
holy
very
grail
best
of football.
to congregate. But a lot of the time, you can actually find higher level not higher level football, but that you can't now make the World Cup more than the World Cup. The World Cup is the World Cup, and I'm happy for us to keep it here. But don't force this thing of saying he won a World Cup, now everything's, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen that happen too many times.
I agree with you. I really think each case must be dealt with individually. Really.
Yeah.
When we having
Like
this
you said, in isolation.
when we're having this GOAT debate between Ronaldo and Messi, it's huge. Like that. I mean, we had no way to separate, quote unquote, to separate these people. Messi really threw a spanner in the works when he won the World Cup, right? So in when we look at it in this individual case, but McAllister, I really like the example you make about your McAllisters and your Emi Martinez and your now Emi Martinez has graduated and transcended
Cristiano
into
Romero.
whatever the hell he is.
And I'm saying-
we went and spent 100 on Enzo. He probably, man, that's a conversation for another day, nah, between us as Chelsea fans. Man, Enzo, dude, what a polarizing player. What a
Even
He's
just
just-
for Chelsea fans
just
alone.
like, dude,
And again,
like, yeah.
he's a good footballer.
He's a
But
baller, man.
because
You can see it in his walk and talk.
But because he's Argentinian and because he did have a very prominent role at the World Cup, we're now neglecting this polarizing. So instead of watching him week in, week out at Chelsea, like I know Enzo's level. And I think I don't watch Enzo expect anything more of what I've seen of Enzo in the last 2 years. Personally. No, I really don't. I really don't. I know.
Yeah, I think-
I know what he's good at.
It's
I know
so
what he's
hard
not
for
good
me
at.
to hear him
But
say this,
when you
but
now
You
when-
want to defend it, but
Like,
dude,
I
honestly,
wanna
you
say
can't.
Enzo,
But I'm not
It's
gonna-
the
I
truth.
want to say there's a
I'm
level
not gonna
high
now
to
fall into the
Enzo.
trap of being like, no, he was there at the World Cup.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
4 years. It's 2026.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Chief.
saying?
Yeah.
So when you throw
Time has
people-
passed.
When you throw and Emi Martinez, and I don't want to feel like I'm picking on Argentina. They're just the most recent World Cup winners. But it's happened time and time again where he won a World Cup. We know that. I mean, I had an argument in the group the other day. We were talking about Toni Kroos versus someone else. Oh, we're talking about the Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets versus Kroos, Casemiro and
Modric.
Modric. And then someone threw Kroos's World Cup in. And he said, yes, he did. But that, like Xavi and Iniesta won the one in 2010. So I know when it was mid-2010s, when that was like
2014,
best
best
midfield
20,
three.
yeah.
But you can't neglect what the guys did before
Yeah.
just by throwing Kroos's World Cup at us. Like, don't throw that at us. You can't throw that at us all the time because
Right, I feel like it was Rindai, but
it
continue.
wasn't that. It wasn't that. And I'm just saying, so we must just be very careful. It's not even a hot take. It's more about a warning to you guys.
Yeah.
Just be careful about how you speak about the World Cup. Whoever wins it, I mean, I can tell you a win if you want. You can just subscribe for exclusive content if you want to find out. But
Yeah.
when we get the winner, and let's watch this World Cup with almost a fresh mindset. We don't have to do it like we did in the past. We don't have to force and say now that this guy's won the World Cup, he must be in Ballon d'Or because we're watching the season now.
And it's
what
happened
if
to
it's
many
someone-
in the
yes,
past.
and what
Like
if
I
it's
look back
someone-
at 2014, Jerome Boateng started getting moved to other conversations. Like I say, 2018 example, Varane and Benjamin Pavard. Worst, Benjamin Pavard's goal against Argentina with the winning goal of the tournament, which was a hot goal. And then you perfectly said it,
I fell in
Argentina's
this trap
midfield
with Pavard.
And I'm not
with
surprised.
Benjamin.
I'm not surprised you fell in the
Fell
trap.
in that trap
Yeah,
with
you
Benjamin
know.
The hype,
Pavard.
it catches the hype beast, so I get it. I get it. So yeah, that's my
Wait,
hot
are you
take.
insulting me, dude? I can't tell if
It
you
almost flew over your head.
You caught it at the end. You caught it at the end.
It almost flew over his head.
Yeah, that's my piece for today, guys. Just let's enjoy the World Cup and let's not force the narratives. If the narrative is strong, I promise you, we'll back it. We'll get the case. We'll get the book out. We'll
Yeah.
note everything. I promise you, we won't miss anything. But let's not just take a cover and now just not only judge the book, but go tell everyone about this book that they've never read. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Pulling out rainbow fleaks here,
Nah, fair.
Tabani, as we can see.
That's my piece.
It's can't be the
Monty.
be all end all. And, you know, we do this with the derby and, yeah, players well in the derbies. Oh, my goodness. I mean, we've watched the full body of work of this guy
Yeah.
over seasons, you know, yeah.
Monty, what do you want to say in closing us off with your takes?
So, I'm in studio with a whole lot of fans of clubs
Yeah.
that feel like they support clubs that are bigger than Chelsea.
Okay.
I've got a Liverpool supporter, I've got a Barcelona supporter, I've got a Manchester United supporter, 2 of them. And I want to ask, and because I'm on set with the Man United supporter, you are bigger than Chelsea, right?
That's not a question.
Okay. What does that mean?
Wait, stop. What
Hold
is
on,
your
hold on,
hot
hold on.
take?
I
Hold on,
get
hold on,
it.
hold on. We're getting there, we're getting there,
Yeah, I get it,
we're getting there. The hot take will come actually at the end.
Okay.
Ultimately, right? Club size, as much as in our heads, it's something that you can measure, is immeasurable, right? So it's based off what you think you know
I agree,
and what you
yeah.
feel. So I can't tell you how big a fan base is, but I
Okay.
can see that
Okay.
Man United have a bigger fan base. than
Okay, so
Chelsea.
then you can.
No, I can see it. I don't have numbers for you.
All right.
I can't write
okay.
it down.
That's
No,
okay.
No, hang on.
That's
hang on.
okay, but
Hang
you
on,
can
hang on.
see. It's clear.
I wasn't.
It's clear that United have more fans than Chelsea.
Hang on.
Globally.
Hang on. Okay, cool.
Globally.
I was not there in the 1900s
Huh?
to watch a lot of my club's success.
Mm-hmm.
But that success exists. It's on paper. It's in what we call the history books. The book that no one will ever read.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we note things down and this book is growing like this through as we go through time. You will never
Not
stop.
really, but yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. My club's name is there more than your club's name.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Then we're now in a new age of life where we have things like social media. So even in the most trivial sense, if I take out my phone, right, my phone, and I go to Instagram,
Yeah.
and I go and click Chelsea FC, right, and I see, you know, how many people are interested in seeing what Chelsea have to say on a social media platform? 44 million. That's a huge number, right? And I go to like Manchester United, my club that I support,
70.
and I see 66.4 million. And that's 20 million more people who have phones who are interested in Man United. It's not, I can't use that as, you know, my,
End all be all.
what do they do in court? I'm not doing that. But again, it's what I see. So if 20 million more people think they'd rather see what Man United has to say on social than Chelsea, you think they're bigger. If I go through the history books and I see Man United's name appearing in a lot more title winners than Chelsea, I'll be like, okay, cool. And if I go to India and I see a lot more red jerseys than blue jerseys, I'm going to think they're bigger, right? So yeah, it's intangible, but it's easy to see.
Intangible.
It's easy to see. It's quite easy to see.
Right. To the Barcelona and Liverpool fans, something similar, right?
Yeah.
Largely what he said, right? Largely what he said. All right. Nah?
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't hear them properly on the mic, but yes.
Cool. I'm here to tell you, nah, that all means nothing for you as a fan in 2026. Here's why. The contract that you have with Man United, nah, benefits you zero how big the club is. You are not Sir Jim Ratcliffe. You don't have shares at United. If United sell the club and sell it at prime dollar, given the reasons you've showed me that they can do, United are probably the most valuable, probably
Yeah.
sporting entity perhaps in the world. I don't know.
Tabani, do you have shares in Man United? They are traded. They are one of the few
Publicly,
football
my
teams
portfolio is a
traded.
bit, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
been
but
tough.
we're gonna get
the
there.
markets
That's
have,
what
the
we're
markets
getting.
have been tough.
You
So,
understand?
Okay.
yeah.
Benefits you zero. The contract you have with your club is that they win for you. Done. As a fan. Where we are as fans, down here at this level. Not Sir Jim Ratcliffe, not the shareholders, not. In fact, United being big, ne, hurts your pockets more. If anything, the only person that benefits directly from the size of a club, or United's bigger than Chelsea, shut up Monday, or Barcelona's bigger than shut up Monday, you lost. You came 17th. You as a fan, you do not benefit from United's size. My life as a Chelsea fan has been more rewarding than your life as a United fan.
Well, no, it depends. No.
Stop and count.
No.
We can stop and
It's
count how Chelsea has
debatable.
won for me
It's
as a
debatable.
fan. That's the contract I have with the club. I do not benefit when we sell the club. I do not benefit from shirt sales. I do not benefit from the share price of Chelsea.
Okay, in
Chelsea
simple
are big.
context,
I'm a fan.
more trophies
I'm a
won
fan.
from 2000 till
I'm a
now.
fan.
Can I
I
say-
put on the TV. He sits next to me. We watch. Who wins? Chelsea won. Ha ha ha. You bad. I'm good. Ha ha ha. Chelsea won a trophy. You bad. I'm good. You're a fan. I'm a fan. Being big doesn't benefit you. So I want to tip. Every time I argue with people and they say, "Oh, you just support Chelsea small," I'm a winner. You're a loser. You came 16, 15 last season. That doesn't happen at Chelsea. I've watched Chelsea in my sane state. I've watched Chelsea in my sane state lift 2 Champions Leagues. You barely remember the last one. You're a kid. Chelsea win for me. Your club doesn't win for you. You are big. It doesn't help you.
Do you want to go or
Alright.
should I go?
So essentially, the hot take is
No, I understand your
alright.
point.
Without
I might even
without
understand your point
even
better than you do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So what our friend Monty has failed, and I say objectively failed to understand,
Yeah.
is the experience of being a sports fan. So part of being a sports fan is not
that's the
just
biggest part of my argument.
You went.
I've won a lot,
You went.
more than you.
You went. So remember, you watch football for 90 minutes on a weekend.
Yeah.
But being a football fan is about everything that happens in between that. So as much as you could win 2-0 on a Saturday and my club loses, and over a season we may lose more than you, it doesn't take away from Monday we're bigger than you.
What?
Tuesday we're bigger than you.
So what-
No. Whoa.
how?
Whoa, let me
What's the
land.
experience
Okay, cool.
In South Africa for Tabani.
Because if
What's
you
the
supported
experience?
one
you
of
go
the
to work on Monday
Yeah.
and bump into Chelsea fans. with
Exactly.
Chelsea, and then
People
they
like Monty who say, your club is not as big as you think it is.
Yes.
That's what I get to enjoy because I can see this is coming from a place of inferiority. You're not happy.
Baby
You're
brother,
not happy.
baby brother position.
You're not happy. You're not happy with how big Chelsea are. So you're now trying to make the bigger clubs come down to you.
guys.
Have this chat with like
Tottenham.
Watford and be like, oh, we're massive.
Jesus Christ.
But like, don't get us involved in your domestics. Oh, we're the biggest club in London. Enjoy London.
You know,
bro.
you more
enjoy
delusional than I
London,
thought.
bro.
You know, this is worse than I thought.
We
it was.
up north. We up north in the northwest. We good, right?
This is actually worse
hey,
than I thought.
Coolers,
The
coolers,
delusion's
you good,
actually-
right?
Yeah.
Madridistas in Madrid, you guys are good, right?
Los Blancos.
Do what you need to do on that side, but don't bring us in.
What? Who's us?
The biggest clubs in the world.
Who's us? Wait, who's us? You.
The Uniteds, the Barças, the Madrids.
So what was that? What was the sporting experience last season like for the
Not
biggest
as good
club?
as the other years.
What
but
other
you
years?
know,
What are they? What are
yeah,
they?
but I'm saying,
What are they? Between
United,
you and I, as far as
you know,
United,
United
what
have
are
been
they?
relegated, right?
Yeah.
I was not there.
Yeah.
That has happened.
So have Chelsea.
Sport happens. It goes through time. Exactly.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
So we're not going to bring out relegations from there. I had a shit season last year.
Yeah.
And you know what? A few months later, I'm third on the log. That's how life works. That's how
You're
sport
not
works.
gonna win
in
anything.
in between.
You've
the
gotten your
periods of
big
winning,
signings, so
I'm
called.
still a fan of a bigger club than yours. And you say it doesn't benefit me, but it has. Because you spend all this time thinking of this argument about knowing that we're bigger than you. If it didn't affect you, if you didn't think about it, you wouldn't be saying this.
No,
point.
let me explain.
So you know
No,
it hurts you
it
inside
doesn't.
to know that we're bigger than
Just
you.
one more thing, just to
Because you can
finish.
have
So
all the
wait, for
success,
you,
and in your life,
being
you won't have-
labeled as a big club
It's useless.
has- yes,
but
that's what
but
I'm
being a
coming to
loser.
say.
But being a loser. So you're big, but you're a loser. You know, like Spurs
But then
going
when
to talk
we-
to a Newcastle fan, like
You're the
it's
same
hard
thing.
for me to listen to you. You're about to get relegated, but you're big. Like this
That'll
is
be
on. Like
two things can be true at the same
I'm
time.
struggling here. What do we say?
They're being
You're a
relegated
fan.
as a big club.
Yeah.
They're not
Okay.
being relegated because they're a smaller club than you think they are.
Then I'm bringing the conversation to you as a fan. Like, you beg and you talk about this fan experience. You don't have one. Our lives as fans is the same, Tabani. It's the same.
It depends on what you say. Because yes, I was alive in '99 when we won the treble.
Yeah.
So do I get to talk about it not because I don't remember it?
Well, I mean, you could. You tell me. Like.
Well, it's up to you. I'm allowing you.
Do you go around
I'm
telling
allowing
people?
you because I've seen the clips and it's part of our history and our heritage and it's played to us on social media and people talk about it. That's part of being a fan, right? You can't erase it because you won 3-0 against Crystal Palace last week and you've had a better 20s than me. Really?
Yeah.
And when we die, what happens? Then your son and my son, when they're arguing, what happens when we're alive? Does it matter to them or not because they weren't around?
So I just. Here's what I ask. Now, here's what I ask. I ask that we do our best to move with the times. The current, there's so much value in the current, in what's happening. I really, you can't come and tell me you're bigger than me, but you're 15th on the log. I just don't think that.
But I
For me-
disagree.
but do you understand what
Even
the
as a
purpose
Chelsea
of a log
supporter with
is?
that, I disagree.
A log is just a measure of performance over a specific
That
period
could
of time.
potentially get
But
you
that ends.
relegated?
Yeah, but it ends.
That could.
So that
Then your-
season,
then
that
your-
season
then
where
your frame of
you
time-
keep talking about it. You say we ended. Yes, that season ended. It's in the past now.
So
the
like-
same way, if success is in the past, so is failure.
All right.
So we move forward.
Right.
So if we finished 15th last season,
Yeah.
that happened.
It happened, yeah, it's
And
over,
We
it's over.
can't erase it.
Yeah,
But
we
if
can't.
we do well, you
and
also can't erase that.
also-
And you can't erase the success that we've had that's greater than yours.
Yeah.
You can't selectively erase what you want to
So-
make this argument.
all right.
Like
If the
indirectly, now, with my
failures stay,
point
the
there,
success
the
stays. And if both
Monty.
stay, we're bigger than you.
So Monty, so like how I look at it as an example, Liverpool, who went years with struggles,
Yeah.
and then when 2020 came,
Yeah.
valued again. Obviously, there was always volume. You cannot ignore who they are and who they were. The time from
But
99 to
but
2020.
But let's be honest.
Because a
But let's be
lot of
honest.
our
But let's
age,
be honest.
a lot of our age
What
mates as
kind of
Liverpool
conversations
fans,
were we
ne?
having with Liverpool fans in that time?
We're ripping them. We're ripping them. We're ripping them because they've not seen anything.
That they were.
But then they felt they had a place in the
It
conversation.
did because
Of
you
course
felt
it did.
obligated to tell them.
Tapso,
Did it
because they
matter?
had a place in the conversation due to what
The
they've
size of their
what
club.
they've made. Like Tapso says, I agree with him when he says you can't ignore, erase the failure that's happened because it's there. In the same way, you can't ignore or erase the success that's happened. Reason being, because it's there.
I
Okay.
have one more for you.
Yeah.
Just on you've had a better lifetime. You probably haven't.
I have.
Numerically, I don't think you have. You can count Premier Leagues, FA Cup,
No,
Club World Cups.
Like I think
Champions
Eng-
League.
England,
No,
England,
hold on.
Chelsea are
Europa
the most
Leagues.
successful
Hold on.
club since
Hold on,
2000.
Hold on.
In
Since
terms of
2000.
trophies,
I was
in-
born in 1998.
in trophies.
Did you watch United win trophies in 1988?
I was there. I was alive.
You were
I was-
there. Where
we were
were
on the
you?
same earth.
You were where?
know what I'm saying?
Where were
Just the
you?
same way when there's a bomb on the other side of the world, I was alive at that time.
No.
You can't say I wasn't there.
No.
I'm there, bro.
No.
But you said your lifetime experience
It has, yes.
But like,
From
has
when I
Chelsea
watched-
existed for your lifetime or for 100-something years?
I wasn't there. I don't,
Exactly, but what they've done
now.
still
I don't
matters.
care, yeah,
The
yeah.
same way what they're doing now will matter forever. So who has,
In my lifetime, yeah.
there was a friend I have on Instagram, I forgot who it was, their granny turned 100. Happy birthday, Coco. Now, Coco was there in 1926.
Yeah.
It's now 2026. So
Yeah.
if Coco
Her
was
fan
a measure-
experience is different.
No. Let's say
I'm talking
Coco.
to you.
No.
and All
So
the
let's
United
say
fans my age.
Let's say Coco was following Premier League for the last 100 years.
Yeah.
Who do you think has had a better experience of being a football fan?
Her.
If she was a Coco Man United or Coco Chelsea?
Coco Man United. Coco Man
So
United.
just because Monty's 20-something
Yes.
years
And my peers-
Coco's,
I don't sit-
so
yes,
you
I don't-
can't say club
I don't-
size doesn't matter
I don't-
because you have a sample size of this long.
All right.
When people have sample size is this long,
All right.
and the club's history is this
all
long.
right, all right. Let me close this now.
Finish.
It as a Chelsea fan, I don't care that you guys are bigger than me. I care that the contract I have with Chelsea continues to serve me, which it
And
does.
that contract just coincidentally started in the early 2000s
I
when
don't-
Monty came about.
I mean, when I
We filmed this
Monty came
podcast. We filmed this podcast in 1997. It wouldn't be on this show anyways. In this top.
I don't know.
That's the hard and fast truth.
I don't know.
That's the hard and fast
Well,
truth
I don't know
about
about
this.
that. I don't know about that. But what I know is
Bro,
the
it feels like now we're blaming our parents for not dialing
contract
too
I have with
soon
my
or too
club.
late.
The contract I have with my club allows me to laugh at all my rivals. The contract I have with my club. Everywhere I go, they tell me they're bigger than me. I tell them, look at this trophy. They tell me I'm bigger. I say, look at this trophy. I say,
Congratulations.
I'm the world champion. I say, I'm the world champion. They say, I'm bigger than you. I say, there's the Conference League. I say, I'm bigger than you. They say,
I'd like to just- can I
I
shake
show
your hand?
trophies. They say, oh, but we're bigger than you. Here's a trophy. Here's another trophy. Here's another trophy.
Can I
Oh,
shake your
we're
hand?
bigger than you. We're bigger than
Yeah.
you. We're bigger than you.
Can I shake your hand? I'd like to congratulate you
For winning
on-
trophies.
No, on your club being bought by Roman Abramovich, because that's literally that's his whole argument. We just spent the last 20 minutes, and all he's just said is we were bought by Roman Abramovich in the mid 2000s.
Oh, that's not-
That's literally
basically that's what put us in the conversation.
So congrats on being bought, bro.
Okay, cool.
What an achievement! What an
That's
achievement!
what you heard about. That's
the investment side,
That's
the old
the
money.
The whole inferior. You guys have heard about that.
'Cause
That's what hurts you guys.
Before you were big, we were big. When you were big, we're still big. And you know what? When you fade into obscurity, we'll still be big.
Which is what's happened with you guys as you are doing that. My ball is,
Guys, Chelsea fans,
it's
we're gonna
happened.
keep on winning more than them. The future's bright. They're big, we win.
Is that how you want to close your hot take?
They're big, we win. They're big, we win. They're big, we win.
Should we
They're
put
big,
should we put something big on the table to end the show?
A poll to the fans or something.
No,
to the
something bigger
ballers.
than that.
Yeah.
Something bigger than that.
What? Not even in the Champions League. I'm almost in Champions League. I'm gonna crash out. You're not even in it now. Yeah. What do you? Where?
Before
FA Cup. You're not in it.
No, let's put. I'm willing
Let
to
him,
put
let him
my.
land. Let him
You're not
land.
in
I'm
anything
putting
this
my balls
season.
on the table.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think your club will win a Champions League next before mine?
Champions League.
Yeah.
Next
This
before
could take
his.
forever.
Exactly. Who do you think? Even if it's 2060.
I don't get. I might as well. So, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Do you believe
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Why don't we
In your
start-
heart of hearts.
Why don't we start with
Shake
the
on it.
next-
You think it's gonna happen?
Okay.
Shake,
I've
wait,
got
now.
something to check if you really think your team is whatever the hell you think.
Okay.
Next trophy. Who's gonna win the next trophy? Right. So I'm in the running now for the FA Cup. FA Cup. I'm gonna. Yeah.
We can
next
win
trophy.
a.
Next trophy.
Okay, cool. Well, let's put something on the line.
Next trophy.
1,000
yeah.
rand.
Yeah. Cool.
We'll
1K.
win something before you guys.
One next
1,000 rand that Man United wins the trophy next before Chelsea.
By the time this
Fine.
video's released, we could win the FA Cup semi-finals. and then the
Potentially,
finals.
you know.
By the
FA
time
Cup.
this video comes out.
yeah.
But Pet, let's
Or
go.
we may have to wait until next season, or if not next season, 10 years. If other teams have gone 30 years without a league
Chelsea,
title and
the
20
contract
at
I
all.
have with Chelsea is they winners. They don't go 3 seasons without like your club. Chelsea win often.
And you always
Chelsea
know
win
Monty
often.
always wants to have the final say, and we allow him to have it, my ballers, with how we close this match day of What's Football Without Fans. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and land your hot takes in the comments as to whether you agree or disagree with big club status being irrelevant. Until next time, my ballers, live long.